Hey everyone, this is Haley from Cartooniverse, and today I actually want to talk about the Incredibles 2 teaser trailer we just got, and I am super excited for this movie. I know this isn't necessarily a cartoon, but a couple years ago, I was a huge Pixar fan, and now that this movie is finally coming out, I, really want to talk about it, so hopefully I can branch into other movies and stuff, Pixar related, Disney related, all that good stuff. Now, just a warning before we begin, I'm not feeling 100% today, so sorry about my voice, and if you hear any other noises in the background, I do apologize for that. So, let's begin. And the first thing I would like to mention, as I already said before, that this is a teaser trailer. As you probably know, teaser trailers don't usually reveal too much about what is going to go on in the movie, and this one is no exception for sure. And it does feel very Pixar-like, as in the past. I did notice, and it was a popular thing that they did, that their teaser trailers, almost had nothing to do with what actually happened in the movie. In fact, the scenes that they showed were not in the movie at all, like whatsoever. If you look at the first Incredibles teaser trailer from 2004 or 2003, you'll see that it's just basically Bob putting on his suit and failing at that, which was hilarious. But it told us basically, it showed, his work, his study where he, and he had all this collection of superhero items, but that's about it. We didn't really get anything too much about the story, and so that kind of, reminds me of that, and many other Pixar ones have done that in the past, I know. So then you may be asking yourself, what is there to analyze from this teaser trailer since it's only like 50 seconds long? What could I possibly have to say? Well, there are a few things actually. So as we know, it's basically we mostly see Jack, which I don't know if I'm surprised about that. Did you guys think that he would be a focus of this movie? Because so far, since he's pretty much the whole trailer, it seems like he might be a focal point of this movie. And, it is a bit disappointing that, he's still a baby. I was hoping for a little bit more of a time jump, as many fans were, since it's been so long since we got the first movie. But I guess this is fine because, it is important that they do learn about his powers, and maybe we'll get to see, his family learning about his powers, and it seems so, because that the end scene, it looked like it could be actually from the movie itself, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know, the way Bob looked into the camera, it might not be actually. That seemed a little bit fourth wall breaking. Jack is definitely gonna be a main character of, this movie, or at least a very important piece of the plot, because, he actually was in the first one, as we know. At the end, he kind of fought against Syndrome in a way and won, which was pretty amazing. And so once again in this trailer, we get to see him use his powers. So first off, we get to see him phase through the wall of wherever he is. Then he kind of uses his lasers, and it almost seems like he can control them decently, although sometimes it does seem like an accident, using his powers when he sneezes or stuff. Something like that, as we saw in like Jack Attack. It didn't always seem intentional, although sometimes it very much did seem like that. So for a baby, he has quite a bit of control over his powers already, and hopefully we'll continue to see that as the, story goes. And then we see him, like I said, he uses his lasers, but this time they are green instead of purple. I don't know if they'll address that, maybe just because he got older, or maybe they just a continuity error there, because they were definitely purplish blue in the first movie. Then we see him use, he kind of splits the Incredibles logo in half almost, so it creates the two. And that's pretty much it for that part, and then we get the logo. And then after that, we see him with Bob, and he's like, yes, you have powers. And he's super happy about that. Bob loves being a superhero, and probably after thinking for a while that Jack was normal, which, they had said many times in the first movie, it's a very nice surprise that they'll eventually figure out that he is, in fact, he has the potential to be a superhero. We might not see, like, too much of superhero for Jack because he's so young, and he can't really make those decisions yet. But he does definitely have the power to be dangerous, as we saw in the first movie, and here, as he almost really hurt Bob there. He got his hair, but thankfully nothing else was hurt. And it looks like he does have a new power this time around, electricity, which I don't believe we saw before. We also saw, like I mentioned, his phasing and laser beams, and we did see his combustion again, so that was cool. But we know that he also has quite a few more, like he can shapeshift into this devil form that we've seen. He has a metal form. He also seems very strong, and he can levitate and teleport. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a ton of powers compared to everyone else, pretty much. So that's really cool, and hopefully maybe he'll learn some more throughout this movie. So I'm very excited for that. And one last thing that I saw in this trailer that was kind of interesting is that Jack now has his two front bottom teeth there, which it looked like he had no teeth at all in the first movie and in the short Jack Attack. So it looks like, a few months maybe have passed. I don't know. It could just be really soon after because babies, I don't know exactly when they get their front teeth. But now he has them, so that's a little bit of a time jump for there. And that pretty much covers what was in the trailer itself. Now I want to talk about what I'm kind of expecting. So there was if I remember correctly, a video game detailing kind of what happened exactly right after the end of the first movie about the Underminer and stuff. I remember playing it a little bit as a kid, but that's pretty much it. So that's probably not canon anymore. They might have addressed it. I haven't really kept up too much, but I intend to do more research soon about this, The Incredibles, and all the stuff surrounding it and the lore, because I am ready to start learning about it again, because I am super excited for the movie, which is coming out in summer of 2018. Now, I do have a couple of things I want to see. I definitely want to see the other kids more and the whole family working together. Maybe even Jack this time. I don't know. Maybe I'm hoping that maybe sooner, like some part into the movie, they'll do a little bit more of a time skip. But I really don't know, because that'd be cool if in the beginning they, had picked up right where they left off, but then eventually it time skipped. Although I know that they casted, somebody for like younger Dash just so if they did do a time skip, they might have to get a different voice actor, and I don't think that was announced or anything, so probably not doing that from what I'm hearing. But I do hope we get a very cool villain this time around. There's definitely a lot of they could do, because there's just so much lore already. If you didn't know, like having the DVD with all the extra files and stuff, there's definitely stuff they could build off of, I'd say. Or like some things from the past of Bob and Helen's past I would love to see. There's just so much I think they could expand on, and I cannot wait for this movie. So let me know your thoughts and what you're expecting and what you hope to see, and your thoughts of this teaser trailer. Yes, this was a teaser trailer, so hopefully we get something much better and longer, and kind of gives us a little more information about the story very soon. Hopefully in the next couple months. So let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe if this is your first time visiting my channel, because I'm talking about movies. Stay tuned for more incredible stuff. Also, maybe I'm going to try and do talk about other movies in the future. I do want to talk about the Lion King live action movie that's coming out eventually, because I love the Lion King so much, and I'm super excited for that. So make sure to stay subscribed, and also get notifications for when we upload next. Thanks for watching.